If you're a heating and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson and you're brand new and you're trying to learn scripts, what do you need to know about vocal pitch and tone and timing? And why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Bell, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. When I worked with new salespeople, even when I work with entrepreneurs who are getting used to presentations and sales processes, there's a common myth that they say as they're learning what they could say. And what will happen is they will watch somebody who's a couple of cheeseburgers ahead of them in life, a couple slices of pizza ahead of them in life, and they'll come to me and like, hey, I watched what that sales dude said and what that sales dude did. And I watched what that sales dude said and what that sales dude, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm saying the same thing. And this is super confusing if nobody's ever slowed you down and go, oh, you're looking and you're watching and you think that you're saying and doing the same thing, but you're not. Your interactions and your timing is off. And this is why people who live on rapport also die by rapport, because we are pattern recognition devices. So let's say that you're building rapport with me and we're talking about waves, surfing, Hawaii, all the cool stuff that's going on in life, okay? Hey, I like cats, you like cats, I like spaghetti, you like spaghetti. So your brain goes, here's Scott's pattern of conversation. I like spaghetti, you like spaghetti. I like cats, you like cats, okay? And then so we bounce out of rapport mode and we go to the sales presentation, or we go to the demonstration phase, or we work through some concerns. And now all of a sudden I'm talking a whole lot faster. Or now I am not the same person. This is a case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And so your ability to think through how you're having a conversation and listen to what you're doing makes all the difference in the world. And this is why I'm a huge fan of, you really should record your sales presentation, even your role plays. And if you're meeting with people, wear legal, you might have to get some permission. I'm not a doctor, attorney, marriage counselor, or therapist, but I am a taco enthusiast, right? So your vocal pitch and tone, really, you need to be the same person throughout the entire process. It's not a sales call. It's a performance. You are an actor and you are reading a script, but you have to do this real life. Like this is the thing where people are like, hey, Scott, I'm saying and doing the same exact thing that you're doing, but I'm getting a different result. Because you're not talking like a human the entire time that you're interacting. Now, here's the thing. If you want to be better at sales, you want to be good at what you do, you should absolutely join my email notification. Go to this URL, type it into a browser, drop in your name, your email address, maybe your phone number. I'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching, private training, discounted training. It's an email publication. And occasionally, I try to sell you stuff. All right, so let's map this out on my $12 whiteboard. If you have a visual representation of how you talk and you're learning a script, it's usually like, brrr, right? It's a machine gun. You're trying to get your script through. You're trying to say what needs to be said. So you got rapport, like I'll be rapport Scott. Hey, I like cats, you like cats. Sales Scott. Hey, I really want to talk to you about the Bleach About 2000. Like, you're two separate people, okay? Now, you pay attention to the vocal pitch and tone, and the next time that you ride with a closer, especially if you're brand new, watch it how they interact. Watch their pauses. They don't have to consistently keep talking. They can sit and think through, and they know how to milk a crowd. And one of the greatest things that you can learn how to do is stand-up comedy, right? Like Dave Chappelle, whether you like the guy or not, is probably one of the best at milking a crowd for timing. And so like, you're like, hey, Scott, I'm not a stand-up comedian. You don't have to be. You can go take improv class. I live in Sacramento. I looked it up the other day. An improv class for 8 weeks is like $200. In the first week, 2 weeks of you taking improv class, it'll pay for itself multiple times over. Because this timing that you learn as a comedian is the same timing that you're going to use as a salesperson. Because remember, you're an actor. It's not a sales call, it's a performance. It's not a sales call, it's a performance. And the thing for you to remember, it's a conversation, not an interrogation. And so, like if you ever watch a movie with interrogation, there's lots of screaming and yelling. But in the real life, that's a movie. That's not how it works. The best interrogators that I know, and I know a few of them, said, hey, Scott, we found that through having a conversation, just like talking like this, was way more powerful in explaining than hurting people, okay? So if you can map out what your visual representation looks like in dot form or in wave format, and you're looking for this gap, or you're looking and you're watching a closer and you're looking at this gap, or the last on this thing is how that closer is talking to people, right? Is it a case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or are they the same person the entire time? Now, here's my belief that if it's going to work through a concern, aka overcome an objection or handle an objection, my role in life is to slow down. It's not to speed up. Here's the thing. If you're working off of a sales presentation budget and you know to work through a concern is 10 to 20% of your presentation time, for every hour that you're presenting, you need to be able to work through 6 to 12 minutes of concerns. You're not going to do that by being fast, right? This ain't Talladega Nights, right? You need to slow down, and you need to be able to have a conversation. And look, a lot of times, especially when people are brand new, they did this through the presentation, they did this through rapport, and this is who they are when they're working through a concern or they're working through what you may call an objection. If you're watching a brand new salesperson, ignore what they're saying for a minute. Look at their spacing and their timing as they're having conversations. You got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.